Step into the shadowy world of the 1920s, where razor-sharp violence, smoky alleyways, and power-hungry men dominated Birmingham streets. The real Peaky Blinders were not just the dashing anti-heroes you see on TV. Behind the allure of the stylish suits and charismatic leadership lies a far grittier, blood-stained reality. A tale of crime, chaos, and the battle for survival in industrial England. The legend of the Peaky Blinders says they sewed razor blades into their caps, using them as weapons in brutal street fights. While this image is captivating, historians suggest it's more fiction than fact. Razor blades were expensive commodities at the time, unlikely to be wielded so carelessly. Instead, their peaky caps and blinding headbutts in fights likely birthed this enduring myth. Reality may lack the flair of fiction, but it does not lack blood. Unlike the criminal empire portrayed in the show, the real Peaky Blinders were not a single monolithic gang, but a collection of disorganized street thugs operating in Birmingham's poorest neighborhoods. Emerging in the late 19th century, these gangs preyed on the working class, engaging in illegal betting, petty theft, and protection rackets. By the 1920s, however, a new gang, the Birmingham Boys, had overshadowed them, leading to fierce territorial battles. Fans of the series are captivated by the sharp-witted, brooding Tommy Shelby. But was there a real-life Tommy? The short answer, not quite. The closest historical parallel might be Billy Kimber, a brutal Birmingham gang leader who controlled illegal bookmaking operations. Kimber wasn't a romantic anti-hero. He was feared for his ruthlessness, and his reign was eventually toppled by rival gangs. The glamour of the Shelby family's world contrasts starkly with the bleak realities of post-World War I Birmingham. The streets were filled with smog from factories, and poverty forced many young men into gang life. The Peaky Blinders were infamous for terrorizing their own communities. Their violence directed not just at rivals, but at civilians who refused to comply with their demands. While the series portrays strong, assertive women like Polly Gray, the reality for women associated with the gangs was often harsh. Many were drawn into the orbit of the Peaky Blinders through relationships or family connections, but they often faced exploitation and violence. However, some historical accounts suggest women were active in illegal betting rings, adding a layer of complexity to their role. What makes the Peaky Blinders so compelling is the delicate dance between historical truth and creative storytelling. The show's writers tapped into the gritty allure of post-war Britain, mixing real events and characters with dramatized flair. The result? A cultural phenomenon that resurrected a forgotten chapter of history, albeit with cinematic liberties. The real Peaky Blinders faded into obscurity, swallowed by larger, more organized gangs. But their name, their aura, and their story refused to die. In a way, their greatest triumph was not their reign over Birmingham, but their ability to inspire legends. A testament to how history and myth blend to captivate us all. What do you think? Is truth stranger than fiction? Or does fiction make truth irresistible?